participants are there, those who are joined today. So we will start with our today's session. Now in previous session, we have seen that how to file save work is done in the AutoCAD. तो हमने पिछले लेक्चर में देखा था किस प्रकार से हमको AutoCAD की फाइल सेव करनी है. सो वी हैव सीन देयर 2, 3, 4 टिप्स आर देयर जो हमने देखी थी. सो दैट फर्स्ट टिप इज यू डोंट नीड टू सेव द फाइल ऑन द डेस्कटॉप. AutoCAD की फाइल कभी भी हम लोग डेस्कटॉप पे सेव नहीं करेंगे. दैट इज फर्स्ट टिप. सेकंड टिप है आपकी कि डॉक्यूमेंट फोल्डर जो है आपका माय कंप्यूटर में या माय पीसी में जो रहता है आपका डॉक्यूमेंट फोल्डर, in the document folder also you will not save your AutoCAD file. So that is the second tip that we have seen. And then we have to see that we have to give the save command after every 5 minutes. You have to give the save command after every 5 minutes. So that also you have to remember while working in the AutoCAD, whenever you are updating your drawing, you have to press the save button. So that is important needed to save your drawing. Then we have seen that what is the destination of the drawing, where we have to save. So that another tip we have seen that हमको D ड्राइव के ऊपर एक फोल्डर बनाना है और जो फोल्डर हम लोग बनाएंगे वो फोल्डर का नाम रहेगा AutoCAD बिल्डिंग ड्राइंग. And whatever the file we create in the AutoCAD, so all that we will save in that folder only. So whatever the drawing you are prepared, all you will find in the one folder only, and that folder is AutoCAD building drawing. So in that folder we will save the file. Another tip that we have seen that you have to give the proper file name, whatever the file name was there. So according to the client surname and his city and date. So that should be the name of the file, so that you will seen that what is the name of that owner and what is the date and what is the year. So like way you have to write down and what type of building is there. So for example, I have shown you that suppose the building is meant for Tizare. So I will type Tizare residence and 24 November 25. So तारीख देंगे हम लोग, सरनेम और रेसिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग. So like way फाइल नेम के पढ़ के हमको पता चल जाएगा कि हमारी जो ड्राइंग बनाई है हमने AutoCAD के अंदर वो कौन सी है. So these are the some important tips in previous lecture we have seen. Now today again we have to start with the few new things so that we have to understand, and that is regarding the coordinate system. So in previous lecture we have taken one lecture on the coordinate system. Today we will proceed with that coordinate system, which is very much important for that. Here whatever the questions are there, so you have to type in the chat box. At the end of the session we will continue that. So Tanmay is asking that sir, when we start the working drawing or submission drawing, so that is not can be said at this time. So once your AutoCAD command and 2D secret commands, so that was completed, then we will start the drawing. So for that purpose you have to till wait. If you are feeling that you are already knowing the AutoCAD, then you don't have to join this classes. So you can just take your but you have to make the all the submissions. So making the submission, that is for that all these small sessions are also essential. After that, then only it is possible that whatever the secrets of all the AutoCAD drawings were there, that will be shared to all of you and you taught to you, and then only you will proceed for the building drawing. So here at the end of the session we will take the remaining question. I request all the participants that during the session you just don't type anything in the chat box. At the end of the session, then we will see that if there are some questions, you can put your question in the WhatsApp chat. So here we have to see that in the less time we should learn something new. So I will share my desktop and then we will go to the AutoCAD software and then we will start learning today's thing. So I have just shared my screen. My screen is also visible to all of you. And now we will start with this. I will just start the AutoCAD software. So already I have shared you that the correct way of starting the AutoCAD is you have to right click the AutoCAD icon and then click on the OK. Double click हमको नहीं करना है. That also you have to remember. देन जब भी हम लोग AutoCAD शुरू करते हैं, सो वी हैव टू इंश्योर दैट ऑलवेज व्हेन वी आर स्टार्टिंग द AutoCAD सॉफ्टवेयर, ये जो स्टार्टअप डायलॉग बॉक्स जो है, दिस स्टार्टअप डायलॉग बॉक्स शुड ऑलवेज अपीयर. That is the important thing. So in this we will choose the metric unit, we will click on the OK, and then AutoCAD software will start. So this is the AutoCAD file where we will start drawing our object. So in this now already I have given you the important that while practicing the drawing, you have to save this file name with your initials. So मैं यहाँ पे मेरे फाइल को यदि सेव करना है तो मैं मेरा पीवी के ऐसे फाइल का नाम दूंगा, so that will be a practice file that I should know. Now today we will again recall the important system, that coordinate system, and the name of that coordinate system is relative polar coordinate. So what is relative polar coordinate? So that also we have to understand today again, once again. So now here you have to remember that whenever we are using the coordinate system, so when we calling it as relative, so you have to always type at symbol. So relative coordinate always start with the at, and then you have to use at distance less than angle. So this is the format of the relative polar coordinate. तो जहां पे हम लोग at लगाते हैं पहले, बाद में डिस्टेंस की वैल्यू देते हैं, फिर लेस देन का सिंबल टाइप करते हैं और फिर एंगल का वैल्यू लिखते हैं, ऐसा कोऑर्डिनेट हम जब लिखेंगे, सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज relative polar coordinate. So this polar coordinate today we need to practice. So earlier many of the students, they have just taken the one revision, but now we will decide that now I have to use this relative polar coordinate and I have to draw a rectangle. So I will show with the example. So I will start the line command here. Now this is our first point, and now just I have started this first point. I can click anywhere. So line command I have started, first point I have, and now I will not touch the mouse. मैंने अभी mouse को छोड़ दिया है. And now I will type only with the coordinate, and I have to draw a rectangle of 50 by 30. 50 by 30 का rectangle मुझे निकालना है. So what I will do now, I have to type the coordinate. You have to remember the coordinate, that is at 50 less than 0, because I need horizontal line of 50 degree, 50 mm. So 50 mm is the distance, less than, and angle is 0 degree, means x direction positive. So that is the 0 degree angle. So I will press enter. So now you can see that just horizontal line was drawn. Now I will just go with this another coordinate. So what another coordinate I will type? So at, now it will be 30 less than 90 degree, because I have to go vertical and distance is 30. So that is 30 less than 90. अब मुझे पीछे जाना है. So I have to go in the x direction negative. So I will type here at 50 less than 180, because 0 degree positive इधर है तो 180 degree इधर जाएगा. So that you have to remember, and then press enter. You can just see that. Now in this line command, there are two options are there in the square bracket, and that are close and undo. So you can see that always while drawing the line, you can always close that line, or you can also make the undo. So if there was some mistake, you can type U at the command line, so your previous line will be get cancelled. Or if you want to close, so at this moment I can type the C. So C I will type and enter. So that was get closed, and you can see that this was a rectangle 50 by 30, and it was drawn using the relative polar coordinate. So in this way you have to try. So different objects now today we will try. Now what is the advantage of this? So instead of this rectangular object, I want to draw a inclined object. So all these objects we can also draw by using the relative coordinate. So now we will try the triangle of 50 mm size, 50 mm की साइड होने वाला एक ट्रायंगल मुझे निकालना है. दैट शुड बी ए इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल. So I will start the line command. I will click here, and now I will just leave the mouse. Now I will type here at 50 is the distance, less than, and 0 is the angle. So I will get horizontal line. Now I have to go upward. So this angle I require. Actually, this angle is required. So what is this angle? So that you have to remember, now this angle should be with the positive x axis. यानी यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का एंगल चाहिए. So this angle we have to measure. ये एंगल कितना रहेगा अभी? तो ये रहेगा 120 डिग्री का. So at we can type as 50 less than 120. So here you have to remember 50 is the distance and less than, and 120 is the angle. So 120 means angle with positive x direction. तो ये एंटर करेंगे हम लोग, देख सकते हैं आप, ये लाइन बन गई हमारी. अब हमको नीचे जाने वाली लाइन चाहिए. सो इन दिस केस नाउ दिस इज द ओरिजिन, दिस इज आवर एक्स डायरेक्शन. तो यहां से इतना बड़ा एंगल मुझे चाहिए. सो दिस एंगल इज एक्चुअली यहां से हॉरिजॉन्टल एक्स एक्सिस से यहां तक का एंगल मुझे चाहिए एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में. सो दैट एंगल वी हैव टू टाइप. सो आई विल टाइप हियर एज एट 50 लेस देन 240 and enter again once. So this was the triangle, equilateral triangle, so that you have to remember. So at the first point the angle was 120 degree, at the second point angle was 240 degree. So in this way you can draw this type of objects. So now we will try with the pentagon. So for the pentagon, then I have to understand. So I will start line command. I will type any of the point here, and now I have to type draw the pentagon having side equal to 50. 50 side का pentagon चाहिए. So I have to draw. So what I will do? I will type here at 50 less than 0 because I need horizontal line. So this is okay. Now I want pentagon. So because the total angle of this circle is 360 degree, so divide by 5. So it comes out to be 72. So I have to take all the angles in the multiple of 72 degree, that we have to remember. So in this case, what I will do, I want actually this angle. So this angle is actually 72. So I will type at 50 less than 72. So you can see that this was the line. Now I have to go here. So this angle will be increasing. Now I have to increase the angle. So I will type at 50, distance will be same, and less than angle will be 144. 72 plus 72. So that will go up. It is correct. Now at again 50 less than. Now we have to increase the angle by again 72. So it will become 216. So it is okay. And then at 50 less than 288. Again I have increased by 72 and close. So you can just see that by putting this type of coordinate, you can draw the pentagon. So here you can have a quick review of your command what you have done. So I will press here function button F2. So in the function button F2, you can remember that. So you can just take the screenshot. So at 50 less than 0, at 50 less than 72, at 50 less than 144, at 50 less than 216, and at 50 less than 288. So in this way, if we type the coordinate, so then automatically you can draw a pentagon. And this is the use of relative polar coordinate. Relative का मतलब है कि मैंने यहाँ पर एट का इस्तेमाल किया, डिस्टेंस यूज किया मैंने यहाँ पे, फिर लेस देन का सिंबल यूज किया, और मैंने यहाँ पर एंगल टाइप किया है विद द एक्स एक्सिस, यानी 0 वाला एक्स एक्सिस जो रहता हमारा, वहां से कितना एंगल है एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन से. सो ऑल दिस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, ऑल दिस एंगल्स आर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन से एंगल गिने गए हैं. सो इन दिस वे you can try this relative polar coordinate. So few of the example we also take. So now we will go with the hexagon. So I will just start line command. Now I will put some line any point here, anywhere, and now then I will go with this coordinate. So now I will type at. Now we will reduce the size of the hexagon. So I will take the distance 40 less than, and then I will type the angle 0 because I need horizontal line. So this was the completed. Now with the hexagon, total angle is 360. So divided by 6. So angle is, internal angle is 60 degree. तो अभी मुझे सब एंगल 60 डिग्री के इसमें बढ़ाने पड़ेंगे. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, एट 40 लेस देन 60. सो यू कैन, इट इज सिंपल. देन एट 40 less than 120. So go on increasing the angle. At 40 less than 180. At 40 less than 240. At 40 less than 300, and enter. So you can just see that I can quickly type the coordinate because it was a regular hexagon, and then I have used the coordinate which are shown in the text window. So I have taken angle as 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300. So in this way, this is the example of relative polar coordinate. Later on, we will see that how this will be useful in the AutoCAD. So that should be known to you. Now with all this, again, we will try some of the objects where you can just see that how these angles can be calculated. Now I have to draw a star having 5 ends. So regular star having 5 ends. So how I will draw? So you can just check out here. So this is the first point. Now I want horizontal line. So I will type at, and I will take the distance as suppose 60, and then less than angle will be 0. So I have drawn the horizontal line. अब म्हणजे पंचकोण निकालना है, पंचकोण वाला सॉरी पंचतारा निकालना है, 5 एंड वाला ट्रायंगल ये. So I need this direction now. So this, because it has in 5 ends, so I have to use the angle in the multiple of 72 degree. So here I will use at, distance will be always remain 60, and then I have to type the angle, and that I will take as less than minus 144. So how this angle came, that you have to understand. Now I have to go up here. So I will type at 60 distance and less than, and angle will be 72. So this is more important, that in your imagination you should be able to quickly identify the angle. Now at 60 less than minus 72. Minus 72 का मतलब यह है कि AutoCAD अपना जो चॉप है वो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में घुमाने के बजाय वो क्लॉकवाइज को एंगल से गिनेगा. सो minus 72 will go in the downward direction. So that you have to remember, and that was completed. And now I will get at 60 less than 144. So from positive direction, that will be take anti-clockwise angle. So 144 and enter. So you can see that at the end again I will type the enter to close the command. So this was the 5 star, and here I have used the angle in the multiple of 72 degree. So similarly, we can also draw a star. Now this was a 6-end star. So 6-end star, or you can also draw a octagon also. So that also we will see today here. So with the line command, I will just click here, and now I will try octagon. So for the octagon, I will just go at, suppose distance is 30, angle 0. So now for the octagon, what will be the angle? So you have to type in the chat box. So for the octagon, what angle you will take, or in what multiple of angles your octagon will be drawn. So till now, I hope that you are understanding how this angle was taken. So I want to type you in the chat box. So what will be the angle for the octagon? So you have to type your angle in the chat box. So everybody has to give the answer. So it means that you are attentive here. You are looking towards these commands who are going on. Yes. So correct answer is 45 degree. So now we will proceed with this. So here now you can just see that I have taken one horizontal line. Now then I will just type angle 30 less than 45. So not we have to take 90 now. So we have to increase the angle every time by 45. So just I will take 45 first. Then at 30 less than 90, then at 30 less than 135, at 30 less than 180, then at 30 less than, now 180 m is 215. So angle is 2, sorry. Now this was wrong angle. So I will type U. So that was get cancelled. So at 30 less than 225. So 45 degree बढ़ाना है हमको. And now then at 30 less than, now 225 270. So 270, and then at 30 less than, so 270 plus 45. So it will be 315. Enter. And yes, this was completed. So this type of coordinate you can just see in the text box. So this text window I have pressed F2 function button. So you can just see that starting from the 0, then 45, 90, 135, 180, 215. That was wrong. Then 225, 270 and 315. So in this way you can use this polar coordinate system. So one example again we will take here. For the 6-end star, so that we can start line command, and now we will just draw a, here I have started. Now I have to imagine all this where I have to start, and accordingly then you have to type the angle. So I will just go at and 30 less than minus 60. So I have started here at 30 less than 60. Then at 30 less than 0. Then at 30 less than 60. So it was wrong. You type करेंगे undo. At 30 less than 120. Then at 30 less than 60. At 30 less than 180. At 30 less than 120. At 30 less than, so it will angle B will be 240. At 30 less than 180. At 30 less than then it will be again 240 means 300. Then at 30 less than, then I have to take this much angle, so it will be again 240. And then at 30 less than 0 and enter. So you can see that I have started from this and then I have went to end. So every time you have to think about that, what will be the next line and what is this angle with the x axis. So here ये x axis से कितना एंगल है, ये लाइन का भी 60 है, ये लाइन का 0 है, ये लाइन का 120 है, क्योंकि x डायरेक्शन यहाँ पर इधर में है और ये x डायरेक्शन से इतना एंगल यानी 120 रहेगा. So that imagination you need to do. So for this, dear friends, there will be one assignment is coming. So you have to mark these points at the every corner and you have to give them name as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And with this, for every point, you have to type the coordinate. तो ये आपको सबमिशन आपका असाइनमेंट में आने वाला है. So in the very soon, and we are launching the assignment module also for this. Whatever the now 10, 12 lectures we have taken, for every small lecture, there will be either objective quiz or there will be a one drawing assignment. छोटी छोटी रहेगी. And all that you have to complete so that your submission will be getting started, and then so that I will ensure that you are practicing at your home, and then you will very soon we will start learning the building, drawing and design. Now we will just start again. Now this type of 6-point star, but here something new thing I will do. So I hope that you will also understand that. So I will just start with this again here. Now I will use again same at I will now use suppose 90 at 90 less than 0. Sorry, I have to start with the horizontal line. So just I will just take it here. It will be at it will be a distance will be, we are taking it suppose 20 and less than minus 60. Yes, now this is correct. So at 20 and then we will make it less than, and we have to go in this direction. This will be 60. Then I will go at 40 less than 180. Then at, then I will take 60 less than 60. Then I will go at, then 60 less than minus 60. Then at 20 less than 180. Then at 40 less than 60. Then at 60 less than 180. Then at 40 less than minus 60. And you can just see that in one go we can draw this type of hexagon 6-point star. So this is the magic of you can say relative polar coordinate. So this is required. Now this is also useful in our building drawing. So at that on the earlier day I have also given that, so how to draw that plot size by using these coordinates. So that is also one of the important thing. So I will again just repeat that part. So whenever I want to draw a plot size, so what is the thing that requires? So we can use the सिंपल रिलेटिव कोऑर्डिनेट, क्योंकि रेक्टेंगल है अपने पास, तो वहां पर हम लोग सिर्फ रिलेटिव कोऑर्डिनेट यूज करने वाले हैं. बट वेन एवर द साइज प्लॉट साइज वॉज गिवन, so how that plot size should be drawn in the AutoCAD, so that also we will see. So dear friends, so this type of diagrams, so all this practice you have to do in the AutoCAD using this example I have shown here. And now we will just take one small last topic, and that is to draw the plot using rectangle command. So अभी मुझे गिवन साइज का रेक्टेंगल निकालना है. मेरे प्लॉट की साइज जो है वो 12 मीटर बाय 18 मीटर है. सो एट दैट अर्लियर डे आई हैव सेन, सो आई विल क्लिक एनीवेयर हियर, एंड नाउ फॉर द अदर पॉइंट आई विल जस्ट टाइप at means relative coordinate. The size of the rectangular plot was 12 meter, so I will type 12,000 and then comma, and then for 18 मीटर है तो 18,000 मुझे टाइप करना पड़ेगा, 18,000 for 18 मीटर, and then I will press enter. So you can just see that I have drawn the rectangle. So this command you have to remember that relative coordinate is also used to draw this type of rectangle of given size. But now what happened, this rectangle was so big, so it is not appearing in my screen. So you can see that. So for such case we have to use the middle mouse button. We have to double click the middle mouse button. जो माउस का व्हील होता है उसको डबल क्लिक करेंगे हम लोग, एंड दैट यू कैन जस्ट सी दैट दैट विल बी ए जूम एक्सटेंड कमांड. द नेम ऑफ दैट कमांड इज जूम एक्सटेंड कमांड. So you can just see that this plot size is appearing here, so which is 12 meter long and 18 meter long. So this x and y distance we have taken with the coordinate. So you should also remember this one. Now very soon we are trying to start our building planning after 4-5 lectures, where this basic AutoCAD will be now stopped. So then at this time you have to remember that how to draw this type of lines. So all these things I hope you will try in the chat box. So today we will just stop for this. So I just want to know from your side that for these sessions, if you are having any doubt, so you can just type that doubt in the chat box. So otherwise today we will stop here. So this was one of the important coordinate system that we have seen. Yes. Now if I want to save this, so this figure file also we have to save. So I will just delete this plot. Now I will again type here, double click the, so you can just see that this is again zoom extend command. So whatever the drawing I have drawn, it was came in my screen, and now I will just go here and I will type save. So because of that, now I have to give the name. So I will type here. So I will give here PVK, means this is my name initial, and PVK, and then what is the practice? So it is polar coordinate. So I will type polar coordinate practice, and now then I will save the file. Now here I have to check that I have already said you that you have to make the folder on the D drive, जिसका नाम रहेगा आपका D drive के ऊपर AutoCAD practice drawing. बिल्डिंग ड्राइंग इज सेपरेट थिंग. बिल्डिंग ड्राइंग इज फॉर ओनली बिल्डिंग क्लाइंट वर्क के लिए, और अभी आप जो सीख रहे हैं वहां पर आप जो ड्राइंग बना रहे हैं, सो दैट वाज AutoCAD प्रैक्टिस ड्राइंग. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ फोल्डर आल्सो यू नीड टू क्रिएट, एंड इनसाइड दैट नाउ यू हैव टू सेव दिस फाइल. सो आई विल जस्ट यूज ओपन दिस फोल्डर AutoCAD. आपको लेना है AutoCAD प्रैक्टिस ड्राइंग, वो वाला फोल्डर आपको बनाना है. मैंने अभी बनाया नहीं है वो. एंड देन inside that PVK polar coordinate practice, like way that I will save the file. So while making the submission, it is easy for you that which type of file you need to upload for the assignments. So this is the save command. Already I have just given you the tip. So now I want from your side in the chat box, if you are having any question and all these things. So Sonal Dage is saying that please tell at the last rectangle command again. So rectangle command is very simple, that I have to draw the plot. So what I will go to the rectangle command. Now I will click point anywhere because this is the start of the rectangle, and for the other end I have to give the size of the plot. So I will type at 12,000, 18,000. So 12 मीटर by 18 मीटर का plot आपका निकलेगा. So this is the simple thing. You have to press enter. So that plot was drawn now. And to bring whole plot onto the screen, then you have to use the zoom extend command. So I will double click the screen. So you can see that. So this rectangle was came inside the drawing. So this is the that topic I have just recall. So any other question was there in the chat box. So dear friends, you can quickly type your difficulties, and then or otherwise today we will stop our lesson. Tomorrow now we will going to start some remaining other important commands. तो हमारा अभी पोलर मोड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट वो लेने का बाकी रहेगा. हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट स्नैप मोड लेने का रहेगा. ऑब्जेक्ट स्नैप ट्रैकिंग मोड वाज रिमेनिंग. So in the next upcoming lectures we will see regarding the what are the different modes. Till now when only we have seen grid and snap mode and ortho mode. तीन ही मोड हमारे हुए है. उसके अंदर in the grid mode also we have seen isometric grid also. So with all these another remaining three modes are there. These are very much important. So that we will learn in the next session. So till then it's goodbye from my side. So you can just type your feedback. See you, thank you, bye bye, or good day, or good night, or good, better, best, or whatever you want to write in the feedback. And then today we will stop here.